This is our dam. It's full again for the second time in 2022. We had a flood in February, but not here in our property, but some places in Gympie were flooded. And we had rain again this May. This is the flood that they have in Gympie last February, and the water is so high, and lots of businesses were get flooded. In just a short period of time, we had another flood here in Gympie in May, but it's not bad as it was in February. In the book Great Controversy, in chapter 36, it says here, Satan works through the elements also to garner his harvest of unprepared souls. He has studied the secrets
of Queensland
of the laboratories of
on the
nature,
water.
and he uses all his power to control the elements as far as God allows. When he was suffered to afflict Job, how quickly flocks and herds, servants, houses, children were swept away, one trouble succeeding another as in a moment. It is God that shields his creatures and hedges them in from the power of the destroyer. But the Christian world have shown contempt for the law of Jehovah, and the Lord will do just what he has declared that he would. He will withdraw his blessings from the earth and remove his protecting care from those who are rebelling against his law and teaching and forcing others to do the same. Satan has control of all whom God does not especially guard. He will favor and prosper some in order to further his own designs.
This is the main
and he will
Bruce
bring
Highway
trouble upon
in
others
Gympie.
and lead men to believe that it is God who is afflicting them, while appearing to the children
Totally
of
cut
men
off.
as a great physician who can heal all their maladies. He will bring disease and disaster until populous cities are reduced to ruin and desolation. Even now, he is at work in accidents and calamities by sea and by land, in great conflagrations, in fierce tornadoes and terrific hailstorms, in tempests, floods, cyclones, tidal waves, and earthquakes, in every place and in 1,000 forms. Satan is exercising his power. He sweeps away the repining harvest, and famine and distress
And water is
follow.
still coming up.
He imparts to the air
As we
a
speak.
deadly tent. Thousands perish by the pestilence. These visitations are to become more and more frequent and disastrous. Destruction will be upon both
Look at the set of lights,
man
they're completely
and beast.
covered.
The earth mourneth and feedeth away. The haughty people do languish.
Kentucky
The
Fried
earth
Chicken is just
also
behind
is
us there.
defiled
I'll just show you
under
where
the
the trucks are.
inhabitants thereof, because
Just there.
they have transgressed
on the set.
the laws,
Yes.
changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Isaiah 24 verses 4 and 5. The Bible says in Matthew 24, "And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down."
And this
as
is the
he
Bruce
sat
Highway
upon the mount
from this angle.
of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers
And this
places.
is a Bruce Highway from
All
this angle.
these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, they should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not.
Red rooster behind
For
us.
us the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near,
And water is still
even
coming.
at the doors. Verily I say unto you,
That's the other side
this
of the Rose Highway.
generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that
You
day
can see the water
and
still
hour
coming in.
knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until
See
the
that sign
day
there?
that Noah entered into the ark.
That's where we
And
turn
knew
right
not
after Sam
until the
when
flood
coming
came
from
and
Bunnings.
took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him in his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
That was flooded too again.
Matthew chapter 24, verses 1 to 51.